Hey guys, it's Lexi. I am so happy to be back in front of the camera talking to you guys. It has been a crazy past few weeks for me in my own personal life. I'm just going to give you guys like a little forewarning. If you don't want to hear all about the trip and all about everything that was like leading up to it and everything that's happened after the trip, which is a lot, then I will leave like a timestamp somewhere if you guys just came to see the Empties. So if you do want to hear about everything, buckle in. It's a lot. So the first thing I want to say before anything is I did see when I was on the trip that I hit 1,000 subscribers. So I just wanted to tell you guys, I am so grateful that all of you have wanted to watch my channel and participate and talk to me on here. It really is just so sweet, and I love this community. This community has helped me through a lot. It's been like a huge joy, and like a lot of happiness has come from this channel. So thank you guys so much. And I did mention in my last Chop and Chat, I think it was my last Chop and Chat, that I was going to do a giveaway once I got to 1,000 subscribers. I'm absolutely still going to do that. It has just been a little bit chaotic, so I'm still planning on doing it. I just kind of have to gather things and like take the time to like sort through and get all the stuff that I'm going to give for the giveaway. And I will do that in a whole separate video where everything's like the details and all like those types of, certain things are going to be listed in like the video. So that's going to be a whole separate thing, but I did want to say thank you guys so much. If you have subscribed, I appreciate you guys. You definitely don't feel like you have to ever subscribe, but it's really nice to know that so many people also enjoy talking about wax. So it's really fun. So thank you guys. It's a really exciting thing for me to see, and I was just over the moon. I was sending it to my family. I was like, oh my God, I can't believe it. And everyone's like, this is so great. And I was like, I'm just so excited. It's something I love. So thank you guys. And then the other thing is, life leading up to the trip got a little crazy with like flight times and, trying to get rides back from the airport and just everything like that. Everything kind of just like hit the fan there. So that got a little bit crazy. So I never got an opportunity to actually share my empties from the very last official collab vendor week with Drew. So I have that here to share. I did continue to melt my Salt Mountain melting basket once I got home from the trip. Just because I wanted to finish some things up that I didn't get the opportunity to before I left. But then to actually really quickly, briefly talk about the trip itself, it was so fun, very exhausting. It was a ton of like walking around the city. I thought New Orleans was like really, really cool, and like the architecture there, and like being right on the water. Our hotel's like right on the water, so that was cool, and everything was in walking distance. And seeing like the art in the different like neighborhoods and seeing like the music and listening to it. And then on the actual day of Mardi Gras, it was the craziest thing I have ever seen in my entire life, of like just the elaborate costumes and just everyone having parades in the streets. I felt like Tom and I would walk down certain roads and all of a sudden we're like, oh, we are in a parade right now. And just like dancing. I feel like my feet hurt from dancing, and just having such a good time. So it was really, really fun and exhausting. It was exhausting. So when I came home, we actually got home on it was Thursday. We got home on Thursday, and we slept. I got home at night because everything was just kind of chaotic. Once we got home from like traveling, I slept for like 12 hours. I was just like zonked out. And then the next day was Friday, and I was going like unpacking things and trying to like get everything back in order. You guys know how it goes when you're like back from a trip, and it's just like you want to unpack, but you're like exhausted. So it's like kind of just trying to get everything done, trying to, like get things back into normalcy for life. So that was kind of chaotic, and I was still exhausted. So I slept a ton that night. And then Saturday, things got even crazier in my life. It was a nighttime. It was like around 8 o'clock, and I was like, okay, I really got to film a video tomorrow, kind of like planning to film this. And then I got a phone call from my partner Tom's brother, and he kind of sounded panicked. on the phone, and I was like, hey, and he was like, hey, can you help me? I'm up the road from your house right now, and there's a kitten that's injured on the side of the road, and I don't know what to do. And I said, I don't know what to do, but I'll be right there. So I hung up the phone, and I jumped in my car, and I went up the road, and I saw David, and he was kind of squatting down on the side of the road, and there was this little tiny fuzzy thing kind of tucked between his legs, shaking, looked absolutely terrified. And I picked it up very carefully, and I rushed to the emergency vet, and the vet was closed because now with everything closed, like, you know, things aren't quite as normal as they used to be. It was closed, so I called every possible vet possible, I called so many vets over and over and over, and nobody could see me. They were either too busy or too full, or I had to be a client there, or just like everything under the sun, so I couldn't get this little kitten in. Luckily, there were some receptionists that were willing to give me a hand and tell me, like, okay, check this, do this, see, you know, monitor different things I could do with the actual cat to see how it was doing, if it would be okay to take a day of not going to the vet right away. Luckily, the cat seemed, although very scared, it seemed to be in good enough shape. So today is, what is today? Tuesday, and I picked up the cat on Saturday night. I did get the cat into the vet yesterday. It is a kitten. It's about 2 months. They were estimating it's about 2 months old. It's all black. It's adorable little kitten. I named him Theo. He's a cute little boy. And Tom's super allergic, but so far so good. He's not been like sneezing or doing anything crazy. And Tom and I are just like, we love this little guy. He's so darn cute and he's precious. He's on medication. He was checked out. There's definitely something going on with his hip, his right hip, and his tail is not lifting. There were some things that could be done and couldn't be done because of his age and his size. And so we're just doing the best that we can right now. And so far, he has been improving, dramatically improving. He's doing amazing. And I'm just taking care of this little kitten that was we're thinking was hit by a car that we just found on the side of the road. So he was a little bundle sent directly to us. We're more than happy to help to do whatever we can for this little guy. I am totally in love with him. I think he's so cute. And I will share a little clip of him at the end of this video. But that's not what this video is about. So as you can see, things have gotten a little crazy, a bit chaotic. That is why I didn't get home and just instantly make a video. Things kind of just got a little wild. So I do apologize about that. I know you guys are probably like, where are you at? And I don't even know where my brain's at right now. I feel like I haven't been sleeping. I've been sleeping next to the kitten, making sure it's okay at night, like waking up every hour, like panicking, is it okay? Like, it's been a whole thing, but it's been doing good. So now I'm gonna share all of my empties. I think I went through 12 bags, maybe. I didn't get around to doing or melting any of the one loaf in the scent lemon dream cake. I was going to do chop and chat. I was going to melt it. Then things got crazy, so I didn't. So this is something that I'm still looking forward to melting. I just never got around to it. Or lemon dream cake, is that what I said? I don't know, you guys. If I'm saying things backwards, I do apologize. And then I have 2 things that I melted but did not empty. So, you know, actually, let's talk about these since there's only 2 of them. So like I mentioned, all of this is Salt Mountain Melts. That was my vendor of choice for the last week. Overall, it was an amazing week for me. Even though this week kind of got split in half, I did, try my hardest to melt and finish a lot that I could, even when I got home. So amazing week. I love Amanda's wax. I get great performance in my home. It smells great. It lasts a long time. I really, really love this one, and I really hope that this one specifically comes back. This is strawberry marshmallow cake. The notes are fresh picked strawberries, marshmallows, and fluffy cake. This one is incredible. It literally smells like, if you imagine a kind of a different take almost on like a strawberry pound cake, but much more sweeter because of that fluffy marshmallow note. It's incredible. It's very, very, very rich sweet, but that fresh picked strawberry adds like a nice kind of a depth, so it's not like so heavy. It's almost like a bright, sweetened, like rich, creamy, kind of a cakey strawberry scent. I love this one. I like this better than any of the strawberry pound cake oils out there. This is definitely my favorite. Love it. Didn't finish it, but melted a lot. Another one that I'm just like obsessed with. I love this one. If you guys ever see that this is on her pre-orders or ready to ship, go for this. If you haven't tried it, I couldn't recommend this one more. This is Circus Animal Stuffed Sugar Cookies. I feel like everyone loves this one that has tried it. Maybe not. I shouldn't speak for everyone, but I love this one. It is Circus Animal Cookies, sugar cookie dough, and frosted sugar cookies. It's incredible. Definitely there's like a cherry note that comes through in this, but it smells exactly like those pink frosted with the sprinkles on top Circus Animal like cookies. It's incredible. This one, although it is a 2019, October 2019, this was phenomenal in my home. Like it was blowing me out of the house. Like, I know some people don't like that quote, but it was very, very strong. I put it in my kitchen and then I went upstairs in the office to work and I could smell it just as strong as if I was like sniffing the bag upstairs in the office. So really, really impressed with this. The lasting power on this wasn't like crazy, crazy long, but because of the power that it sent like right at the beginning, I was fine with it. I feel like it was like 4 hours, maybe 4 to 6, I would say was the range for this one, but I loved it. Couldn't recommend this scent more. Amazing. And then I have, like I said, 12 empties here of large bags. So let me start with the smallest one. This was a little like shucked clamshell that she used to do in the scent Lemon Blueberry Fluff. And this is blueberry cobbler, fresh baked lemon muffins, vanilla cake batter, marshmallow fluff, and whipped cream. To me, this was a very, very strong, mostly it was like a lemon muffin scent to me with a little kiss of blueberry. It definitely wasn't like super, super strong on the blueberry. It was a good like lemon with a kiss of blueberry bakery. So if you love lemon bakery, you probably love this. It was a good performer for me. The kitten's moving around over there. I can hear it. So this one here is a banana bundt cake. And this was like a dupe for the Bath & Body Works banana bundt cake scent. It is creamy banana, toasted walnuts, fresh spices, and butter cake. And I really loved this. This was a really strong one. I would say probably like an 8 or 9 out of 10 for me. And this was old. This was 2020. And it did really, really well for me. And it smelled exactly like the banana bundt cake candle from Bath & Body Works. So it was like a perfect dupe. I loved it. This one I love. I have another souffle of this. I regret not getting this in a loaf. I hope that this one comes back. I feel like I'm going to say this about all of these. I hope it comes back, but really I adored the scent. This is Cotton Candy Clouds, and it is sugar berry, pink cotton candy, blue cotton candy, strawberry, and mallow. And I'm blanking now because I'm overly tired. But this was a dupe of Body Fantasies, I think it was, like the cotton candy. I don't know if it's supposed to be a dupe, but to my nose, this really reminds me of the Body Fantasies cotton candy spray that, you know, used to be back in the 90s. I don't know if they still have it anymore. This is amazing. So strong, beautiful scent. I love this one. Definitely am happy to have backup. Definitely would repurchase that. This one is one of my absolute favorites from Amanda. It is By the Fireplace. I have a ton of backups now of this, but I will always repurchase this if I see it come back. It is chestnut, clove, smoky wood, vanilla, and neroli. And this is a By the Fireplace by Replica perfume dupe. And I really want to get that perfume. I think that this is like the perfect wintertime scent without being like a tree based or a bakery. It just fills your house with like a warmth. Unlike any other scent I've smelled. It's really, really amazing, and it's kind of sexy. I don't know. It's amazing. I love it. This one is Champagne Problems. This one is Cherries on Snow, Bubbling Champagne, and Vanilla Bean Noel. And then the Cherries on Snow is a Yankee Candle type dupe. I love Amanda's cherry, but this specifically, the Cherries on Snow oil that she used in this, I don't think is one of my favorites. Every other cherry that I've tried from her, I really like, but I think that this one was a little bit like more of the medicinal, and I don't know if it's just because it's mixed with the champagne. I have found personally from my own just smelling different champagne oils, I don't know if I like champagne in wax form. I mean, I like to drink champagne, but I don't know if I like to smell it. So it could have either been the Cherries on Snow or the champagne. Something didn't quite agree with my nose. But I do know that some people love this one. And it was a very, very, very strong scent. So I put that one in my bathroom for the most part, and it did great in there. This one is Jumbo Swirl. I love the little label on this. So cute, so cute. It is rainbow sherbet, lollipops, and saltwater taffy. This was a very, very sweet candied scent. That lollipop oil, I feel like, was the thing that came across strongest to my nose. It wasn't like I'm not sure if I'm a fan of the lollipop oil, or maybe it was the saltwater taffy, because you guys know I've talked about that before. I'm not big on the saltwater taffy scent either. But this one wasn't like a favorite of mine. But I do think that there are a ton of people that I know. I'm thinking of Lori right now in my head. I think Lori would love this because it is very like a sweet candied kind of scent. And I know that she does enjoy those. So this one wasn't like a particular favorite of mine, but it was a really good performer. And for the age, it's a 20 pour. So it was good and strong. So I'm very happy with that. I have a few here that I think are 2019, 2020. I think all of these were like 2020 or 2019s. So I was just trying to use some of these up. This one was, I think, the oldest out of all of the ones that I melted. It is Cake at the Orchard. And this was one that came out in the fall. It is apple cider donuts, birthday cake, and Bartlett pear. Loved the blend of the juicy pear mixed with like the rich cake. I don't see that a lot in wax, but I think it is a really good thing to blend together. I think they go amazing together. This one I did really like. Even in like I mean, it's not fall right now, but I feel like it even worked in spring because it was just kind of like a fruity bakery kind of a scent. I really did like this one. I definitely would repurchase that one if it comes back. This one here is Kitchen Witch. I would repurchase all of these, you guys. I didn't have one that I was like, I really did thoroughly enjoy this past two weeks kind of split of melting. It was really good. This one is Kitchen Witch, which is Cider Lane, Snickerdoodle, and Marshmallow Fluff. This is one I did melt back in the fall, but I finished it up now. I think I gave it a 9 out of 10 then back in the fall when I melted it. It was probably last fall when I melted it. I can't remember, you guys. This one was definitely still very strong, but I do think that this one wasn't as strong as I can remember it being the last time I melted it. So probably like 7 out of 10. It was definitely still good and I could smell it for sure, but it wasn't like quite as strong. I remember when I first melted this, I was like, oh my gosh, that's very strong. But if you like a good like Cider Lane blend, you can't go wrong with that, right? This was really good. So very happy I finished that. This one I feel like was a standout definitely for the fall scents. I think I had Coven, which is like a powdered sugar and Palo Santo, I think, blend. And then this one is Black Cat Society, which is funny because now I got a little black cat in there. This one's apple cider donut, blackberry, and sugar cookie. I would say Coven and this one were the standouts of the fall blends that I had from her this past go around that I melted. Another one that I really liked was another Cider Lane blend, fall, autumn, something. I can't remember now. I have a lot of favorites from her, you guys. This one was amazing. The blackberry in this, phenomenal. Not a perfumed blackberry, not a floral blackberry. This was a juicy blackberry and then mixed with a bakery. This was really, really good. Definitely stand out. Definitely hope that she brings that back. This one is fried dough, and this one is a Secret House blended jelly donut. I want to say that the thing that I'm smelling from the jelly part of it, I think it's a strawberry jelly. I actually have this melting right now in my living room, and I want to say it's a strawberry jelly. Maybe there might be a little bit of a raspberry in here, maybe like a strawberry raspberry, but to my nose, I think it's mostly a strawberry jelly. Really, really good. And it's a donut scent, which sometimes can come across yeasty. This one is not like a yeasty donut. It's just like almost like a cake donut to my nose. It smells more like a cake donut than a yeasty donut, but I really like it. I don't like the overly yeasty scent, so like sometimes I can pick those ones out if I smell them. On a little bit of a yeasty side here, which like I said, I don't love the yeastiness all the time, but I feel like because it was like a fried dough scent, I could kind of deal with it a little bit more rather than like a donut scent, like the fried dough. I feel like when you eat fried dough, it tastes a little yeasty, you know? Anyway, this is Elephant Ears. This is cinnamon sugar, flaky crust, buttery fried batter, and powdered sugar. This one definitely, I think it's that buttery fried batter scent that maybe is doing that, like a little bit of like the yeastiness, but this one really smells just like a fried dough. Like you went to the fair and you had fried dough. This is definitely, when you smell it out of the bag, it's very strong on that cinnamon. And I wasn't sure I would like it as much when I warm it, but when you warm the scent, it really kind of comes alive and smells like you were standing outside of a fried dough stand at like a fair. So it's really, really good. Cinnamon tones down a lot in this, but this was a nice performer. And then finally, I have this one going in my office, my bedroom right now, and in my kitchen. This one is Midway Magic, and it is churro, birthday cake, vanilla wafers, and marshmallow fluff. This one to me is, although it says churro, which you would think like a spicy kind of a fried scent again, this one is mostly like a creamy vanilla with just a touch of like a cinnamon kind of warmth to it. This one is really, really good. If she brings this back, I would definitely get a lot more of this because I think that this is just a really nice warm vanilla bakery with some good power behind it. So sometimes vanilla bakeries, you're like, I can't smell it, but this one I can absolutely smell, and this one actually makes me really hungry when I melt it. I don't know if the marshmallow fluff in this is the same as the marshmallow fluff in her marshmallow cake, but it kind of reminds me of that same similar marshmallow oil. I like it. I really like her marshmallow scent. And I think she's got a pre-order that she is doing coming up on, is it Sunday? I think it's this Sunday. I'm going to leave the actual list in my description and like the date of when she's having it and everything. Highly recommend checking her out. Honestly, I really love her wax. And even if I can suggest a vendor to you guys, that doesn't mean it's going to be like perfect in your home. I think every single vendor is worth trying out in your home because every vendor performs differently in everyone else's home. But I think her blends, and I love her labels and everything like that. I think she just does a really good job. So definitely check her out. I'll leave all the information down below. And then one last thing before I let you guys go. I know that Catherine and Casey are doing their collab with the C's. I kind of mentioned it, I think in my last video, that I'm not sure I'm going to jump right into it. I think I'm going to kind of join along with some of the prompts that they have going on per week. But I think for now, I have a basket that I'm actually looking at right now that is just filled with stuff that I melted like partial things of from the last collab and didn't finish. So I'm gonna put my focus on that. I'll share that basket with you guys coming up. And that's it, you guys. I'm going to share a little clip at the end of the kitty, and I hope you're all doing well. Thank you guys again for subscribing, and I will be sharing more details on that giveaway coming up very soon. Hope you're all having an awesome day. Take care. Bye, guys.
This is little Theo, huh? Hi, Theo. Are you too tired to do anything for the camera? Yeah, he's pooped. He's pooped, you guys. That's him in his little box right now. So cute. All right. Bye, guys.